Coach indicated to us that you know, you've really established a leadership role on the team. You're one of the guys who went in there today and just told them, you know, everything's okay with the ship as far as you're concerned, and that kind of thing. I mean, talk about how maybe you've matured into that kind of player for this team.
I feel like I'm one of the vocal leaders, you know, on this team now. You know, I'm usually taking the role of just, you know, trying to be a guy that led by my actions, you know, that my actions speak louder than words. But, you know, I feel like now it's time to be more of a vocal leader and to let guys know it's not the end of the road. You know, we're not where we are, where we want to be right now. But, you know, at the beginning of the year, we talked about it being a process. And we're not sure how that process is going to go. We know it's going to be filled with trials and tribulations. So you know, all we can do right now is just progress from that.
Marcus, how important is this game? I mean, it seems as if this could be a pivotal game where the season can really go. To be there at the end of the year, would you consider this a must-win? Do you ever think of that term, or backs up against the wall, or any of the things you like to come up with?
Honestly, we try to continue with that theory. It's just that the next game is just, you know, is what's most important, because it's the next game. But, you know, I'm not going to avoid the, you know, circumstances. We are 2-3. You know, I feel like, you know, we do need to touch, you know, that success and keep it rolling, because, you know, it's like, as well as, you know, knowing that, you know, losing can be contagious, you know, sort of in a way winning can be. So, you know, we really, you know, need to come out and get a win and, you know, try and get this thing rolling.
Can't you look at this year, though, as a little bit different than last year? Because these three teams you played could all well be in the top 25 by the end of the season. And you had a chance in each game in the fourth quarter to win. So isn't this 2-3 start maybe just a little bit different than last year?
You know, we try not to look at that. You know, you can say it's different, but at the same time, you know, it isn't, because, you know, it's a different team. Of course, you know, last year we had games like Maryland and South Carolina, games like that. We feel like, you know, we should have won, but, you know, all in all, you know, we're just out there focusing on doing our job. So as long as everybody does their job, everything will be all right.
Dabo said a few moments ago that you knocked on his door the other day and kind of went in and spoke with him a little bit. Can you reveal anything that was said in that conversation?
You know, just reiterating that, you know, the team is behind them. You know, guys are not, you know, of course, you know, we don't like to lose, but, you know, in this game of football, you have to be able to move on to the next game. You know, I just want to relay the message to him, you know, that's basically coming from the whole team, you know, that you know, we're behind him 100%, you know, and right now, even though it may seem like, you know, we're failing, failure is not an option.
Why did you decide to do that right then? What precipitated you to go in there and do that?
You know, it's just basically me getting, you know, a sense from, you know, the whole team, and, you know, just realizing, you know, his vision for us, and just knowing that vision is not going. You know, it was just a sense, you know, a sense from God, just saying, you know, maybe I need to go in here and just talk to him.
Do you, is it an issue trying to get ready for both Williams and O'Brien this week, because Williams has gotten healthy? You know, two different quarterbacks. I mean, you're maybe not sure which one you might see.
Well, one thing that we do here is prepare well. So, you know, we've looked at that, and, you know, we'll be preparing, you know, for both situations.
How different is that to prepare for one guy who's maybe running, one guy who's more of a passer, essentially?
You know, with as good as a scout team that we have here, you know, we have different guys that, you know, that can do different things, you know, and simulate the same type of things that those two different quarterbacks do. So, you know, it's not that hard of a task.
Marcus, CJ's number being retired at halftime of the game. Do you think he'll come talk to the guys? Would you give him any inspirational impact this week, having CJ come back?
Knowing the type of guy that CJ is, I think he probably would, you know, have a couple things to say. You know, being that, you know, you know, it's not like he's been gone, you know, for a long time. You know, he knows basically everybody on the team, and you know, he was a contributing leader last year that was in this same kind of type of situation. So, you know, I think, you know, knowing his heart, he probably, you know, want to say something to the guys.
Marcus, you're obviously one of the leaders everybody mentions whenever anybody's asked about who the leaders of this team are. You know, were you able to take anything from the way CJ led last year and sort of, you know, use it to help this year's team?
What you noticed most about CJ last year was the next game mentality. of course, those the previous games you have to learn from. But one thing that he had was the next game mentality, and you can't lay into a slump from the games before because it can hurt you in the future. So it's just probably having a next game mentality.
This is the most crucial time of the season to be a leader right now. 2-3 record.
Of course, whenever there's trials and tribulations, some people tend to fall by the wayside and take the backseat approach. Some people just step up. And I think now is the time, for all the leaders on this team, not just myself, to step up, in times of trial and tribulation, because that's basically what we are as a family. We're together every day, more than our families now. So we become a family. So in hard times, family come together.
What do you feel you have to play for now that you've been 0-2 start in the conference?
All our goals are still there. We feel like we can still compete for the ACC championship. We're just gonna take it game by game. Our focus right now is just on that.
What are your thoughts on Torrey Smith? So he's a real impressive guy to cover. I mean, he's made a lot of big plays and a lot of good things for him.
Very fast guy. He made some plays against us last year. And I think he's 2 or 3 year starter, so he knows the system. A very athletic guy, can go up and make catches. And he's going to be a tough task.
Just what is it about Maryland in general that's gotten you guys name a number of these last couple of years? Like you guys really struggled against them.
Same thing against everybody else. That we lose to, it's just us. We have the talent, to compete with anybody. It just goes simple and plain. Everybody, doing their job, working together. Not trying to make any extraordinary plays.
When you talked with Dabo Sunday, what was his reaction? What did he say to you when you walked into his office and gave him the message you wanted to give him before the team? How do you respond to it?
Just basically, it was just saying that we're doing all the right things. The effort there, the effort's there. Guys have the right mentality. It's just the little things. It's just those type of things that he's trying to reiterate.
You said you did on behalf of the team in some respects. Did you tell some teammates that you were going to go talk to them? Or did you just instinctively go?
No, probably just instinctively.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks. Trying out the
Yeah, trying it out again today.
Come on, boy. Thanks, Mark.